It says difficult is the way. Difficult, difficult, difficult. It's not easy to be a Christian. It's not easy to be a true believer in Jesus Christ. If you think it's easy, you got it wrong. You're on the wrong road. Hello. Well, just wanted to show you guys my mobile home and some issues, you know. Well, the thing is, I know everybody has issues, okay? Everybody has issues, everybody has problems. But it seems like with me, I have more my share than of problems and issues than what really I should be. But the problem is, people just wanted to, you know, make me look like and sound like an evil man that I'm not. Even still today, they want to try and make me sound like an evil man, which I'm not. All because I stand up for justice and hate injustice. You people are the fraud. You people that are the liars. I've been showing my pastor. I've been showing Renee's counselor. And they all keep saying the same thing. What is the matter with these people? Of course, Pastor Kerry thinks I shouldn't have anything to do with social media, since all you people keep saying a lot of bad stuff about me. Do you realize there is life and death, power of life and death in the tongue? And basically, you're constantly killing me with your tongue. You're cursing me with your tongue. If someone's out there putting a curse on me, stop it now. I like to see them bend over and try to pick something up, and something pops in their back like mine does. I live in a world of pain, also because of my osteoarthritis. In my hands, when the weather is like this, my hands hurt all the time. They just feel so tight lots of times. I take medication for it, but it helps about half. People that don't have any of these issues don't know what it's like. They're always constantly telling me I should do this, I should be able to do that, I should be able to do this, I should be able to do that. They're not me. They don't know how I feel, how my body reacts to the activities that they think I could do. I'm a 51-year-old man that has grown up living a hard life because of my father. Used to work and he was hurt on the job. A big, humongous, heavy freezer fell on him while him and another man was moving it out of somebody's basement. My mother was highly anemic and would always need 2 pints of blood every 2 to 3 months. I think he knew that my mother had aplastic anemia. But growing up, really not knowing your real entire health history, because your parents both had some disability or another disability, and they don't understand genes. They didn't understand the genome. They didn't understand genetics. That when you're, you know, 2 people getting together, passing down their bad genes to their child. My great-grandmother was a small, petite woman, and she was a diabetic. Had to take insulin shots. My grandmother, her daughter, my mother's mother, died of lupus, which is again, genetics. My mouth gets dry because of the medication I take at bedtime. And then during the day, it gets a lot of saliva in it because of sinus drainage and my gastroreflux disease. I have gastroreflux disease and Barrett's esophagus. And, that also right there means I am high risk for esophagus cancer.
As long as I take my Nexium, keep it under control, I'm okay. But since, that develops into cancer, that's all she wrote, because there is no cure for esophagus cancer.
Oh, let's all just pray that Bob gets esophagus cancer and die so he can stop preaching to us. It's so stupid how people are treating me. I mean, not only, people around here, but also people elsewhere. But because there's people like me who preach the truth, then I'm hated and I'm called names and I'm being threatened. You try being a diabetic. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that are diabetics, not because they're overweight, but because of genetics, genes. It runs in the family. I've been having some lower abdominal pain again. Not as severe as it was back in 2014, but still kind of worrying me because I know when I had anxiety issues when I was driving school bus, going someplace I've never been to before, my stomach would get all upset. Or when I was, driving even by myself, going someplace I've never been before, my stomach would get all upset. You don't know what has happened to me. You don't know. You sit there and you say, it's just a story. Like I've made it all up. Who do you think you are? People like him and other people that criticize me on my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, you're all nothing but bullies. There's people out there also that think I'm stupid. Because my parents, they were not doctors or lawyers. They didn't graduate. My dad didn't graduate junior high. Because he was partly deaf and he had cleft palate inside of his mouth. He couldn't talk plain, and school teachers just did not want to take their time to teach him. And let me tell you something about my father. He was illiterate. I am not illiterate. I can read. Thank you very much. And my mother, she went almost like a couple of years in high school and then dropped out. So there again, she could go to work to support her family. Her mother had lupus and her sister had kidney problems. My mother, God rest her soul, she survived as long as she could with all her health problems. My ex-nephew has autism and giantism. My son has Asperger's. And my dad's dad, my grandfather, who had a wooden leg, also passed away just before I was born in 1964. So a little bit about my family history. I grew up in the 70s having a lot of nighttime heartburn. I'm not well. I am not a well man at all. And people think because I'm a man, I should be able to do what men do. I've mentioned, I don't know how many times on my YouTube videos and on Facebook, I have 2 birth defects in my lower back. It's like, oh well, because we can't see it, you're not disabled. That's how society is treating me. People are treating me. They're a bunch of bullies. If they can't see it, they don't want to believe it.